In the small, forgotten town of Blackwood, a legend haunted its people for centuries. Every full moon, eerie lights flickered in the abandoned mansion at the edge of the forest. Whispers of a dark figure, only visible through a mirror's reflection, spread fear among those who dared to visit. One stormy night, a group of college students, eager for a thrill, decided to explore the old house. Armed with only a camera and flashlights, they entered the decaying structure. Dust coated the air, and the silence was deafening. As they ventured deeper, the temperature dropped sharply. Suddenly, the camera malfunctioned. Glitches appeared on the screen, revealing fleeting images of a ghostly woman in white standing behind them. They spun around, but there was nothing there except their reflection in a cracked mirror. In the reflection, the woman loomed closer, her eyes black voids, her mouth twisted in a silent scream. But when they looked directly, the room remained empty. Panic set in as the mirror began to fracture with each blink. The camera's light flickered, capturing one final image, the group's terrified faces, and behind them, the woman's outstretched, skeletal hand. They fled the house, but something followed them home. Every night, they now see her in every mirror, watching, waiting, getting closer. No one has dared return to Blackwood since the students, now scattered across different parts of the country, couldn't escape the haunting. No matter how far they ran, the woman from the mirror appeared in every reflection mirrors, windows, even in the gloss of their phone screens. It started slowly, at first a glimpse of her shadow here, a flash of her eyes there. But soon, she was more than a shadow. She became a looming presence. Rachel, one of the students, had become the most affected. She stopped sleeping, afraid of what she would see if she closed her eyes too long. One evening, desperate, she covered all the mirrors in her apartment with sheets. But that night, she felt her bed sink as if someone sat beside her. Trembling, she turned on her bedside lamp. Her reflection in the dark window was staring back at her, except she wasn't moving. Her reflection slowly smiled. The next day, Rachel disappeared. Her friends, now terrified, tried to reach out to each other, but one by one, they too began to vanish without a trace. Their homes were found untouched, except for one thing: every mirror shattered. Weeks passed, and the few remaining survivors, Jack and Emily, desperately searched for a way to break the curse. They returned to Blackwood, to the mansion, hoping to find answers. Inside, the house was even more decayed than before. Strange symbols were etched into the walls, and the air buzzed with a sinister energy. As they approached the cracked mirror where it all began, a cold voice echoed through the halls. "You can't escape what's already inside." The mirror began to glow, and from its fractured surface, the woman in white emerged. Her form no longer just an apparition, but flesh and bone. Her smile widened unnaturally, revealing rows of sharp, blackened teeth. "You brought me back," she whispered, her voice like nails on glass. Jack and Emily realized too late the curse wasn't just about the reflection. It was about releasing her into the real world. And now,